What the men found in the Euphrates River was downright terrifying. A team of researchers exploring a hidden underwater cave system stumbled upon discoveries so shocking that authorities immediately sealed off the entire area. Artifacts dating back thousands of years, strange geological formations, and evidence that could rewrite our understanding of ancient civilizations were just the beginning. Today, you'll learn all about this discovery that's rocking the world. Join us as we dive in. Number 16. Ancient Neanderthal Burial Ground. The exploration team first noticed something unusual when their sonar equipment detected a large chamber beneath the riverbed. Upon entering, they discovered what has now been confirmed as one of the most extensive Neanderthal burial sites ever found. Unlike previously documented sites, these remains showed sophisticated burial practices that scientists never believed possible for Neanderthals. The bodies were arranged in specific positions, surrounded by flower remains that had somehow been preserved in the unique cave environment. Analysis revealed 8 different flower types placed deliberately around the bodies, suggesting complex funeral rituals previously thought beyond Neanderthal capabilities. One skeleton in particular captured researchers' attention: a male, approximately 45 years old, who appeared to have been placed on a bed of yellow and purple wildflowers with artifacts positioned carefully around his body. Number 15. The Sand River Phenomenon. One of the strangest features of the cave isn't archaeological, but geological. Researchers documented what they're calling the Sand River, a continuously flowing stream of sand that moves through part of the cave system like a liquid. This phenomenon has never been documented anywhere else on Earth. The sand particles appear normal under analysis, but something about the specific mineral composition and the electromagnetic properties of this section of the cave causes them to behave like fluid. The sand flows at a constant rate regardless of external conditions, creating ripples and eddies just like water would. When researchers attempted to block the flow, the sand simply found new paths around the obstacles. Scientists are particularly interested in studying this phenomenon for potential applications in engineering and physics. Understanding how solid particles can move with fluid dynamics without a liquid medium could revolutionize certain industrial processes. Number 14. Ancient Climate Record. The cave walls contain one of the most detailed climate records ever discovered. Mineral deposits have formed distinctive layers that scientists can read like tree rings, providing insights into climate conditions. Dating back over 15,000 years, the unique underwater environment preserved these formations perfectly, allowing researchers to gather climate data with unprecedented precision. This record reveals several previously unknown climate events, including a period of rapid warming around 12,000 years ago that lasted only a century before returning to colder conditions. This kind of rapid climate fluctuation was previously undocumented and raises new questions about Earth's climate stability. The data could prove crucial for modern climate scientists working to understand current changes in our environment. The most alarming discovery in these records was evidence of how quickly the region transformed from fertile land to desert. The mineral deposits show that what is now barren desert was once lush wetland that dried up within just a few human generations. I have a question for you. First, I would like to say that it is possible to follow the greatest curiosities of our world every day. But to do so, you need to be subscribed to our channel. So, are you already subscribed? If not, take the opportunity to subscribe now. Also, take the opportunity to like the video, so YouTube will recommend more videos from our channel. So leave your like right now. And now that you have done that, let's go. Number 13. The Blood Lake Connection. One of the most visually striking discoveries was a chamber containing a small pool of reddish water. This pool appears connected to the infamous Blood Lake that was previously spotted via satellite imagery and caused widespread speculation online. Researchers have now confirmed that the cave system functions as an underwater conduit that occasionally pushes iron-rich water to the surface lake. Scientific analysis revealed that this vivid red coloration comes from a unique microorganism that thrives in the iron-heavy water and produces red pigments as part of its metabolic process. This previously undiscovered microbe can survive in conditions that would be toxic to most life forms. Number 12. Evidence of the Tower of Babel. One chamber in the cave system contained artifacts that many researchers believe provide physical evidence for the legendary Tower of Babel. Stone tablets found in this section contain some of the earliest known examples of written language, but with a peculiar feature. They show an abrupt transition between writing systems, as if the language suddenly fragmented. The tablets chronicle the construction of a massive tower and then appear to document its abandonment when communication between workers became impossible. While religious scholars are excited about potential connections to the biblical account, secular archaeologists suggest these findings more likely document an actual historical event that was later incorporated into religious texts. What's particularly valuable about these tablets is that they provide specific architectural details about the tower's construction. According to the translations completed so far, the tower utilized building techniques that shouldn't have been known for another 1,000 years. Number 11. Prehistoric marine predator. The deepest chamber of the cave system contained the most complete ichthyosaur fossil ever discovered. This ancient marine reptile measured nearly 10 meters long and represents a previously unknown species that appears to have been the apex predator in prehistoric seas that once covered the region. Unlike other ichthyosaur fossils, this specimen was preserved with evidence of soft tissue structures, including what appears to be a dorsal fin larger than any previously documented. The creature's skull shows unique dental adaptations that suggest it could generate tremendous bite force, possibly the strongest of any marine reptile yet discovered. Paleontologists were particularly excited to find stomach contents preserved within the fossil, providing direct evidence of this predator's diet and its position in the ancient food chain. The fossil's location so far inland demonstrates how dramatically the region's geography has changed over millions of years. What's now desert was once a deep marine environment teeming with life. Number 10. The Palace Door Inscriptions. Near the cave entrance, researchers discovered an enormous stone door measuring over 2 meters tall. Initially thought to be part of an Assyrian king's palace, closer examination revealed something far more significant. The door contains inscriptions in a previously unknown language that appears to be the missing link between several ancient writing systems. Linguists have determined that these inscriptions represent a transitional form that connects Proto-Sinaitic script with later Phoenician alphabets, potentially solving one of the greatest mysteries in the development of written language. The door itself shows signs of deliberate burial, suggesting it was intentionally hidden rather than simply abandoned. The craftsmanship is exceptional, with precisely carved relief scenes depicting events that don't match any known historical record. Most intriguing are astronomical diagrams carved into the door's frame that show remarkable accuracy in depicting celestial movements. These include representations of several planets and star configurations that would have required sophisticated observational tools to document with such precision. Number 9. The Knowledge Repository. One of the most significant chambers discovered contained what appears to be an ancient library or knowledge repository. Unlike typical archaeological finds where documents have long since decomposed, the unique environmental conditions in this underwater cave preserved hundreds of inscribed clay tablets and what may be early forms of parchment. The preservation is so remarkable that pigments on some documents remain vibrant, showing detailed diagrams of astronomical observations, mathematical formulas, and anatomical studies. Many of these documents contain knowledge that historians didn't believe existed until thousands of years later. One tablet series appears to describe surgical procedures with a level of sophistication not seen again until the Greek period. What has particularly confounded researchers is that these documents appear to be written in multiple languages, some of which have no known relation to each other. Number 8. The Tree of Knowledge Memorial. In a small side chamber, researchers discovered what appears to be a shrine centered around the preserved remains of an ancient tree. Carbon dating places the wood at approximately 8,000 years old. But what makes this find remarkable is the elaborate preservation technique used and the reverence with which it was clearly treated. The tree remains were encased in a complex resin mixture that has preserved even cellular structures, allowing botanists to identify it as a now extinct species related to modern fig trees. Surrounding the tree are tablets that tell a story remarkably similar to the Garden of Eden narrative found in several religious texts. These tablets describe the tree as the source of wisdom and knowledge that forever changed humanity. Number 7. The Sumerian Tavern. The exploration team discovered something nobody expected, a perfectly preserved ancient tavern dating back approximately 5,000 years. Unlike anything previously documented, this Sumerian drinking establishment included sophisticated features that challenge our understanding of daily life in ancient Mesopotamia. The tavern contained a remarkably advanced cooling system, essentially a primitive refrigeration method that used porous clay containers and evaporative cooling to keep beverages chilled. Researchers found more than 150 serving bowls scattered throughout the space, many still containing residue that chemical analysis confirmed as beer. The large oven found in one corner suggests this wasn't just a drinking spot, but a full-service establishment where patrons could enjoy hot meals. Number 6. The Carved Battle Chronicles. During reconstruction efforts following destruction by extremist groups, researchers uncovered a series of 8 marble reliefs hidden within the ancient Mashki Gate in Mosul. These exquisitely preserved carvings dating back 2,700 years to approximately 700 BCE depict detailed war scenes interspersed with agricultural imagery of grapevines and palm trees. The craftsmanship displayed in these reliefs is extraordinary. Each figure is rendered with anatomical precision, while battle formations and military equipment are depicted with historical accuracy. Art historians have identified these panels as coming from the reign of a powerful Assyrian king, originally part of a palace mural before being repurposed at the city gate. What's particularly remarkable is that these delicate marble works survived both their original relocation from palace to gate and then the modern attempted destruction of the gate itself. Number 5. The Islamic State Tunnels. When coalition forces entered areas previously controlled by extremist groups, they discovered an extensive network of tunnels that revealed the stunning hypocrisy behind the destruction of historical sites. These underground passages, some extending for hundreds of meters, connected various archaeological sites that had been publicly destroyed as idolatrous. The tunnels told a different story than the one presented in propaganda videos. While the upper portions of monuments and museums were demolished for ideological reasons, these secret passageways allowed the systematic looting of valuable artifacts from beneath the ruins. The tunneling showed remarkable engineering knowledge, with supports and ventilation systems that allowed extended underground operations. Investigation of the tunnel contents revealed sorting areas where items were evaluated for their market value, while less valuable artifacts were discarded or destroyed. Documents found in these tunnels included price lists for different categories of antiquities and contact information for international buyers. Number 4. The Treasury of Gold Coins. In what initially appeared to be a routine excavation, archaeologists uncovered an extraordinary cache of 66 gold coins near a small Iraqi town. The discovery's unusual nature wasn't just the quantity but the distinctive iconography. Each coin featured the image of a ruler surrounded by flames, a motif never before documented in the region's numismatic history. The coins were found arranged in a careful pattern rather than randomly scattered, suggesting intentional placement rather than accidental loss. Dating tests placed them at approximately 2,300 years old, belonging to a transitional period between major regional empires. The flame motif has particularly puzzled experts, as fire imagery was typically associated with specific religious practices not previously connected to currency in the region. Metallurgical analysis revealed something even more surprising. The gold's chemical composition doesn't match any known local sources, indicating either previously unknown regional mining operations or extensive trade networks reaching much farther than previously documented. Number 3. The Drought-Revealed City. A severe drought that dramatically lowered water levels in a reservoir created by the Mosul Dam revealed an archaeological miracle, the re-emergence of a 3,400-year-old city that had been submerged during dam construction decades earlier. As the waters receded, the Bronze Age city of Zakiku, once a major hub of the Mitanni Empire, became accessible to researchers for the first time in generations. The sudden exposure created an urgent research Opportunity, as archaeologists knew, water levels would eventually rise again. What they found during their compressed excavation window was astonishing. A remarkably intact urban landscape with multi-story buildings, industrial areas, and defensive fortifications. The city's preservation underwater protected it from the erosion and looting that typically damage exposed sites. Most significant was the discovery of a palace complex with walls still standing over 2 meters high. Inside, researchers found a cuneiform archive containing more than 100 clay tablets. Number 2. Gilgamesh's legendary tomb. For centuries, archaeologists dreamed of finding tangible connections to the Epic of Gilgamesh, humanity's oldest recorded story. In 2003, this dream became reality when a German-led archaeological team used advanced remote sensing technology to locate what appears to be the entire lost city of Uruk, from which Iraq derives its name, buried beneath desert sands. Using ground-penetrating radar and LiDAR technology, researchers mapped extensive urban structures hidden beneath the surface. Most exciting was a large subterranean chamber whose location and dimensions precisely match the burial place described in the ancient epic. The chamber's position relative to other city structures aligns perfectly with textual descriptions, strongly suggesting this is indeed the tomb of the legendary king who ruled around 2700 BCE. The technology revealed architectural features impossible to see from the surface: walls, chambers, and what appears to be a ceremonial pathway leading to the tomb's entrance. Carbon dating of organic material collected from test excavations confirms the site dates to Gilgamesh's era. Number 1. The Babylonian Mathematical Revolution. Perhaps no discovery has forced a greater reassessment of ancient intellectual achievements than a small clay tablet known as Plimpton 322, found by archaeologist Edgar J. Banks. This hand-sized cuneiform tablet contains what modern mathematicians have confirmed is evidence of sophisticated trigonometric calculations dating back 3,800 years, over a millennium before Pythagoras was born. The tablet contains a series of numbers arranged in columns that represent mathematically perfect right-angle triangles. Modern analysis confirms these aren't random values, but part of a systematic mathematical approach for solving practical engineering problems. The precision of these calculations would have allowed Babylonian builders to construct architecturally complex structures with remarkable accuracy. Now I have a special recommendation for you. Are you seeing this video that is appearing on the screen? Click on it because I'm sure you'll like it. Well, that's it. And until next time, Curious One.